Welcome back, everyone, to an evening version of the Amber Meal Train food review. Tonight's offering is from Sharon Goodman, and it consists of a Thai curry pasta, which I must say, when I first heard that, I thought, well, bless Sharon's heart. She is trying to combine Amber's Italian heritage with a mistaken understanding that I am of Indian heritage, and thought that a curry pasta would combine the two. And then I realized it's really just Thai curry and not any confusion over my ethnicity. So let's start with this. The presentation, I think it speaks for itself. It's wonderful. We have two very vibrant colors that stand out here. We've got a bright orangish yellow and the bright green. Now I am going to go ahead and squeeze one of these limes on here because Sharon Goodman is a very practical woman, and I would not expect her to throw a bunch of lime slices on here just for appearances. There's also some green broccoli. As you can see, I have some. I'm going to try this. I don't know if the leafy substance is basil. I still don't know. It could be basil. Let's give it a try. Oh, that's good. Very rich flavor. The curry is really subtle. There are onions in here. It gives it a great sweetness. Okay, now I'm feeling the curry. There's some tang in there. It's really just a party in my mouth right now. There's so many different flavors in this compact, efficient dish. It's wonderful. Now, you might notice that I'm using chopsticks. I think it's essential when you're having an ethnic dish to try to stay true to whatever the tradition is for that type of food. So there's no doubt in my mind that this Thai curry pasta is tasting better because of these wooden chopsticks, consistent with Sharon's eco-friendly serving platter from tinfoil. I am using reusable wood chopsticks for this. So let me break it down for you. You already heard that the presentation is fantastic. I love vibrant colors, and this really does give an Asian kind of jungle feel to it with these colors. We have the pasta, which is probably a rice noodle, a surprisingly thick curry sauce, broccoli. There's definitely some nutritional yeast in here. A leafy substance that frankly I'm a little stumped by. I really can't place it. It's not strong enough to be homegrown basil, but it could be store-bought basil. Maybe it is basil. I don't think it's spinach, but it could be. It is a great combination. So we've got great presentation, wonderful taste. I mean, I could just devour this whole bowl right now. Nutritional value, I think Sharon acknowledged before it was delivered that this is probably not going to be a training meal in terms of the high protein. Great for carb loading, which is perfect for a Saturday, a nice long Sunday run tomorrow. So nutritional value is solid. It's good. It's just not going to have enough protein. But the carbs are great. You've got some broccoli in there for some good vitamins. And now the piece de resistance, the patented Sharon Goodman almond flour dark chocolate cookies. I'm probably too far away for you to hear the crunch, but that crunch is really what sets the Sharon Goodman vegan cookies apart from virtually every other vegan cookie I've ever had. She somehow manages to get just the perfect crunch in there. Really delicious. I love that cookie. So before I move on to a special segment of an actual dairy food review, I want to share with you an experience that I had earlier today and how it's going to change the format of these reviews from now on. Raise things up another level. I found myself sitting down to eat a bowl of the purple cabbage lentil salad that Netta Karen made. And I was eating it because it had occurred to me that I had forgotten to eat today. And I was about halfway through the meal when I realized I had not forgotten to eat today. It was just my first meal was so forgettable, I had literally forgotten it. And so it was at that moment, and then seeing this great meal from Sharon, that convinced me that I'm going on a strictly meal train diet from now until the meal train ends. So you women are not only blessing us with your love and loyalty to Amber, you will be sustaining me for the next, is it 7 days? 7 to 10 days. I will be doing various fitness tests and report back to you how well that the meal train diet is working for me, but I'm really looking forward to it. Again, I'm going to eat nothing but meal train meals for the next 7 to 10 days. So I'm really looking forward to that. Before I move on to the new segment, I do want to thank you all again for being such great friends. We are so lucky. Amber is so lucky, and I suppose since it is the Amber Meal Train, I should spend at least a little time updating you on Amber's health status. It's been great so far. She had a rough coming out party from the anesthesia yesterday, but ever since then, things have been wonderful. These are the toughest days right now because the nerve block has worn off and she's now just winging it, but she's been doing a great job staying ahead of the pain, as they say. She's able to stand up on her own, walk around on her own, and hopefully the smooth move tea that she's been taking will kick in and she'll be doing everything on her own soon. I also want to say we've gotten a lot of questions about the high production value of these videos. It is essential that these are all one take, or as we say in the business, hot take videos. The spontaneity of the tasting is critical to the authenticity and the integrity of these reviews. So I want you to know that nothing is edited here. This is all live, and what you see is what you get in terms of my reactions to the food. And you're about to see the new segment now. I thought a lot about the earlier admonition that I gave that I would only be reviewing the dairy-free offerings, the plant-based offerings. And I thought that might be a little bit short-sighted on my part. And sure enough, shortly after I said that, we received our first dairy offering, and that was a brownie offering that we're going to be reviewing next. So what I'm going to do is first, Asha, if you can pass me to the camera. So what I'll do is first, I will do the presentation and the nutritional value review, and then Asha here will do the actual taste test. So in terms of presentation, it's a lovely brownie. You should be able to see it. You see how it has the thin crust on top, just your classic brownie top that's just cracked enough so you can see it looks very moist underneath. But here's what I really want to focus in on, and that is the layer of peanut butter. And as you can see here, and I'm sorry, Amber, who made the brownie? Jamie. Jamie made this brownie, and Jamie, thank you so much for dropping off a whole plate of these wonderful brownies. But I want to point out the intricacy of this peanut butter layer. This is not, Jamie didn't just drop a few spoonfuls of peanut butter. There is a layer of peanut butter and more brownie on top of it. So that really adds to the presentation value. And frankly, I think the peanut butter is going to rescue the nutritional value, because since this is not a vegan brownie, I'm going to assume it has your butter and refined sugar, but the peanut butter does give it a little protein. So for a dessert, this is not bad nutritional value. Great presentation, of course. And now we're going to have a live taste test. Asha, go ahead.
Okay.
Give her a taste test. And you can see Amber in the background. Doesn't she look great?
It's really moist. It's amazing, and the peanut butter is really good in it too. There's chocolate chips in it, which make it have a really nice crunch, and everything with the peanut butter and chocolate, just goes really well together.
Thank you very much. If you can now turn the camera around, I'm going to wrap this up. I just want to say, I don't know if the rest of you were holding your breath like I was at first, because it seemed as though Asha was having a hard time with the brownie, but obviously she was having a hard time just being able to come to grips with the great taste that that brownie was delivering. And I did not even see the chocolate chip, so kudos to Jamie for sneaking those in there. Asha, I will note, is picking at the brownie right now as she is continuing to record me. So that is maybe the best testament to this being a delicious dessert, that even while she is recording me, she is trying to sneak in additional bites of the brownie. So Sharon, Jamie, thank you so much for your time, for your care and compassion, and for your wonderful culinary skills. I look forward to seeing all of you tomorrow. Thank you.